Hi, Owen Medham here with the Cisco Webex Tech team. Today, I'm going to go over how to deploy SSO for your Webex Control Hub using Microsoft Azure AD. As an important note, make sure to complete the following instructions during a maintenance window, as this will affect user authentication into Webex services. First, navigate in Control Hub to your organization settings and then scroll down in the page to the authentication section. Here, you'll see that SSO is currently deactivated. Click Activate SSO. First, you'll be asked what type of identity provider you're going to configure. For this example, we're going to use SAML, however you can choose to use OpenID Connect if you choose to. Next, you'll be presented with a pop-up window asking you to select a certificate. You have the choice of using a multi-year self-signed certificate or a one-year publicly signed certificate. You can choose either, however your choice may depend on the requirements used for your organization. Once you've selected which certificate you want, select Download Metadata from the options at the bottom. In this setup, I'm going to use the Cisco recommended certificate and then download the metadata. Once we have this metadata, we can go over to Azure AD, however leave this window open. Now over in Azure AD, we need to create the enterprise application in Azure AD. Within Azure, navigate to your enterprise applications on the sidebar and select New Application. Once you select this, you'll be presented with the Azure AD App Gallery. Here, you'll search for Cisco Webex in the search bar and select the icon that looks like the one here. Once selected, you'll see a side panel open giving you more information about the enterprise application. Click Create at the bottom. Once you click Create, you'll be taken to the Webex Enterprise app where you'll be given the Getting Started page. From here, select either Single Sign-On on the left-hand side of the page or Step 2, Set up Single Sign-On. Once selected, you'll be asked what type of single sign-on method you would like to use. Select SAML. Now you'll be brought to the SAML setup wizard. You'll see a series of warnings, however we will address those now. Select Upload Metadata File and browse to the metadata file that you downloaded earlier from Control Hub. Once imported, you should be directed to the basic SAML configuration and see a pop-up in the top right saying that the XML file was uploaded successfully. Here, to clear the single sign-on warning, we are going to copy and paste the reply URL to the sign-on URL as shown. Now, you can save your configuration and exit this window. If you are prompted to test your configuration, please select No, I'll test later. Next, depending on your organizational requirements, you'll want to make sure that you either assign users to the enterprise application or make sure that the app is available to all users without the need for authorization. From here, we will proceed to step 3 in the single sign-on configuration in Azure AD and check that we have a valid date in the future for the certificate expiration date. If the certificate is valid, download the Federation Metadata XML file to your computer. Now, we will return back to where we left off in Control Hub and select Next. Here, you will upload the metadata file you just downloaded from Azure AD. First, choose if you're going to upload the metadata file from your IDP or if you're going to manually enter your IDP information. In this example, we are just going to upload the file that we downloaded from Azure AD. By default, it is set to Less Secure Signature method. You can choose to keep this as it is or set it to More Secure as I have done here. Finally, upload the XML file we downloaded from Azure AD. Once uploaded successfully, select Next. Next, you'll be presented with the just-in-time provisioning information and SAML mappings. You can choose to customize this if you want, however we are going to leave this as it is for now. You can come back to this configuration later if you want to edit this configuration. Select Next. Finally, you'll be presented with the Test SSO configuration section. Here, you can test your configuration to confirm it was deployed successfully. You can sign in using your Azure AD credentials, and if set up correctly, you should receive a single sign-on succeeded window, as shown below. Once completed with the testing, return back to the Test SSO screen and click Next. If testing succeeded, select Successful Test, turn on SSO. If it failed, please select Unsuccessfully Tested and return back to the prior configurations to make sure everything was configured correctly. Select Save at the bottom of your screen and your SSO configuration is applied and enabled for use. You can confirm that SSO is working as you should now see your IDP and SP certificate information displayed in the Manage SSO and IDP section of Control Hub and see that SSO is showing as activated. The IDP date should match the date you saw earlier in Azure AD for the SAML signing certificates. Your SSO configuration is now complete. Thank you for watching.